morning all. In today's lecture, we are going to see what is meant by depreciation and all the different things that you need to know about depreciation. Okay, let us start with what depreciation means and what all contains that we are going to cover under this particular topic. So, if you see, depreciation is nothing but reduction. Okay, so over a period of time, the value of the assets are going to decrease with the passing of time. Okay, and this decrease in the value of the money needs to be recorded somewhere in your books of accounts. So you can see basically it is a loss since your assets, your property valuation is decreasing with passing of time. So how it is to be treated in terms of accounts that we are going to see in detail. So, what all things that we are going to cover under this particular topic is number one, basis why this particular and how this particular depreciation is charged. Then definition and meaning of depreciation. Then we are going to see the different features relating to depreciation. Then the different reasons or the causes why we charge depreciation that we are going to see in detail. Then the importance of depreciation in accounting we are going to see in detail as per the law, and different factors which you need to consider when it comes to calculation of depreciation, or while charging depreciation you need to focus on different factors. Those factors we are going to see. Then we are also going to see how to calculate depreciation with the different methods which are actually used while calculating or charging depreciation. Then we are going to see one sum or example of each method. And lastly, we are going to check how accounting treatment is of each and every transaction that takes place in case of a fixed assets, right from purchase to charging and transferring this depreciation to the profit and loss account. Okay, just to start with, all these different acts which you may have heard about, that is the Companies Act and an Income Tax Act. Okay, under this acts you will see there are certain provisions, okay, which are there for charging depreciation. Since depreciation is the loss, your value of the assets is decreasing, that loss needs to be booked somewhere. You need to reduce your profit since you are also suffering this loss. Okay, so as per this loss, it is compulsory for you to charge depreciation on the fixed assets. So where we charge basically, so we show it to the profit and loss account, and it is a loss but you are not spending anything in cash form. That's the reason why it is also called as a non-cash expense. Basically what we are doing is we are creating a provision for replacement of asset using this particular mode. Okay, so let us check first the definition of depreciation. So as you can see, depreciation is nothing but reduction in the price or the value of asset. Basically when we talk about these assets, we are talking about fixed assets only, the value of which reduces with passing of time. So there may be so many reasons, like you can see here, because of usage or time duration, or sometimes some accident may take place, that particular asset may become outdated. There are so many reasons why this value is going to reduce. Okay, so depreciation is nothing but the gradual and permanent decrease. So you can see once its value reduces, it is not going to increase in future. It's a gradual but permanent decrease which is not going to increase in future. Okay, so whatever the reason may be, that depreciation is nothing but the reduction in the value, and since your assets valuation is decreasing, it is basically a loss. Okay, so we'll see the features of depreciation. One that we have already seen, that is reduction in the value of the asset. So it may be because of so many different reasons. So you can see it may be because of use or any other reason. It's a permanent and gradual decrease. So only in case of land, since land is a scarce resource, rare resource, and that's the reason why you will see depreciation may not be charged for the land. Its value will not reduce with passing of time. It is not going to get exhausted. That is the major reason. So when we refer to depreciation, we are referring to the physical and economic depreciation or deterioration of the asset. So as we have already discussed, it is only applicable to the fixed assets. Okay, it will not be applicable for the current assets. And all the assets which we are going to use it for long-term purpose, on that you're going to charge depreciation. Okay, fixed assets are normally having long life, and that's the reason why with passing of time its value will reduce since you are using that asset. Okay, so we'll see the different reasons why this particular decrease in the value takes place. Okay, so the reasons, number one, we'll see the time factor. As we already know, with passing of time, things are going to become obsolete, things are going to become useless, okay, unproductive. That's the major reason why its value will reduce. Second is utilization of the asset. It also depends on how much is the use of the asset. If use of the asset is less, its value will reduce to less extent. But if the use is more, then you can see you need to charge more depreciation. Then obsolescence, with passing of time, since new technology is going to come into the picture, you will see the value of the assets may reduce. So because of usage and wear and tear, we call it as, okay. So sometimes it may happen because of some accident or damage that has taken place to the fixed asset, that may reduce its value. And there are psychological reasons also. Like suppose if you buy something new, you are ready to pay something more, right? But when it comes to buying second hand thing, you will be paying less. That may be psychological reason. Sometimes it happens like new technology or new machine and equipment has come into the picture. Obviously the earlier machines with the earlier um, technology will be um, means its value is going to get reduced, and that may be the reason. Okay, fall in the market price of that particular asset may also result into decrease in the value of the assets which you have. Okay, and with passing of time there are so many other reasons also because of which that its value is going to deplete or reduce. Now we'll see why we need to charge this depreciation, why it is so important to charge depreciation. Number one, so what happens, like we are charging this depreciation being loss to the profit and loss account debit side, and we are reducing our profit, so that on the actual profit which you have earned, on that only you'll pay the taxes. Okay, if you will be showing the profit and you are not reducing it by depreciation, obviously you will be paying large amount of taxes. Since you have suffered some loss on account of earning some profit by using the assets, that loss needs to be booked, and that is the reason why we charge the depreciation, to find out actual and correct amount of profit which you have earned. Second, since all these fixed assets will get reflected into the balance sheet, which is a statement of financial condition. Now, if you will not be showing real value of the assets to the asset side, okay, so you are not showing true and fair view of the business condition on the date. And as a result, we know with passing of time, if your assets and property valuation has reduced, you need to show that with the reduced value and not as per the book values. And that's the reason why we charge depreciation, so that proportionate amount of depreciation, proportionate amount of loss, proportionate amount of reduction in the value of the asset, that we are going to charge, and we are going to show the assets at the real prices at the given point of time. Okay, so to show true and fair view of financial condition, to show the real value of the assets, we charge depreciation, and we reduce the value of the assets to show its real value on the date. So next is to make the provisions for replacement of an asset. Now, we already know that fixed assets are utilized in the business for a long time. It may be 10, 15 years. Now, what will happen after 10, 15 years? It may happen that you will have to purchase a new machine or equipment or plant. In that case, you're going to need large amount of funds. So what we are doing by charging depreciation, we are keeping this money aside so that in future, after 10-15 years, when you decide to purchase a new machinery, land, plant, equipment, for that reason, you will be having sufficient amount of funds available. So we are charging this depreciation for making a provision for buying the assets in future. Whatever depreciation you are charging, you are keeping this money aside so that in future you can make use of this money for buying the new asset once the present asset becomes unproductive. So, to comply with the legal requirements, as we have seen in the earlier slide, as per Income Tax Act and as per Companies Act, it is compulsory for all the organizations to charge depreciation on the fixed assets. So, to comply with it, that we are charging depreciation. So, this is all about importance of depreciation. These are the reasons why we charge depreciation basically.